So if you would grab a pen and paper and um, we'll go ahead and get started. But first, I hope everyone had a great Easter weekend. I know we did, and hopefully everybody had a chance to spend some time with family, friends, loved ones, church, all the good stuff that goes with Easter weekend. So, but it's interesting because business wise, it could be a very, very good weekend getting reacquainted with people. There's a lot of obviously Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're three religious holidays, and all religions were aligned this weekend. It didn't matter, what it was. Everything kind of fell on the same day. I don't think that happens but once, maybe every 30 years or so. So it doesn't happen that often. But there was an opportunity to be around a lot of people. And in between, on Saturday, we had our LVA, LifeVantage Academy here in Orlando. And Elite Pro 8, Jason Kackenzie, did a great job. Okay. I happen to like him. He's one of my favorites. He's just very real. And I like the way he explains things. I think he's very straightforward and easy to follow, easy. Just, a person sitting there for the first time can really get a good understanding of what the business is all about and stuff with the way he explains it. So I enjoy listening to him. I haven't heard much on the virtual. I'm not sure how many people we had on that, but we had a nice group in Orlando. I think there were 14 of us there local. And I don't know, maybe 50, total, but we had a nice local group. And I always enjoy the lunch afterwards, even better. We have a good ritual going on. So, but anyway, again, hope you had a great weekend and maybe had the opportunity to reconnect with others. I do want to say congratulations. I'm a numbers person. I track a lot of things, and the way it's going right now, either tonight or tomorrow, we're going to hit 100 enrollments, and it'll be the fastest that we've hit 100 enrollments since I've been tracking it. The fastest to 100. So you guys and gals are doing a really, really great job with enrolling folks, and we've still got half the month to go. And that's kind of what I want to focus on tonight, is there's half a month to go. And the second half of the month is generally considerably more business, and I mean significantly more business than the first half of the month. And there's a reason for it. It's psychological. We push really hard at the end of the month to collect bonuses, to collect contests and promotions, to reach ranks, move to a higher rank or maintain a rank that we have. So we have a tendency at the end of the month to push hard, as we should. Okay. And you've heard me say this before. We should always be running through the finish line, not running to the finish line. And the reason for that is when you run through the finish line, you're carrying your momentum into the beginning of the next month. And instead of it ending, it continues. Okay. So we got half the month to go now, and we really want to pick up the pace. Okay. Maybe we connected with some people this weekend, that we hadn't seen in a while. Maybe it was an opportunity to, folks said, "Hey, what have you been doing? I've seen you on Facebook. I saw you do this. I saw you do that." Maybe something like that happened. But, this is the time to reconnect with your prospects and, to be enrolling. Now, we've had an increase in enrollments in distributors percentage-wise 4 months in a row, okay, where the number of distributors joining percentage-wise overall has increased for 4 months in a row. And we want to continue that, in April and May and June, okay? But we got some really big stuff coming up. That June event, the Activate event, is going to be possibly the most amazing thing that LifeVantage has ever done. Okay, there's a new person in charge. Her name is Julie Boyster. We heard her for a couple minutes in Orlando, but Julie she's one of the C-suite. Okay, she's one of the high level corporate people, and she's got very special talents. She came from a very big company. She's been with a number of big companies, but where she joined them when they were a 50 or $100 million company and helped them go to 500-600 million before she moved on to the next one. Okay, and when you have those kind of jobs, those jobs that pay 300, 400, 500,000 a year, that's the C-suite jobs, the high level ones. You generally last 3 to 5 years, and then you take your skills to the next one. That's kind of how it works. And right now we got Julie's skills. Okay, and Julie is coordinating this event called Activate 2022. And as you know, we're doing the Vision Summit that same weekend, the day before Activate starts. So we are anticipating a really spectacular, event in June, but it's only going to be spectacular for you if you're running up to it. Okay. And, we still have 2 months, almost to the day, the 18th. Yeah, at 2 months to the day before that event in June. And I just want to challenge everyone to not be there by yourself. Okay. And I don't mean bring a teammate who's already in the business. I mean, challenge yourself to have a brand new distributor or a brand new prospect who is considering being a distributor there with you. Okay. You have 2 months to do that. Now, I can tell you, I don't ever remember a guest coming to an event, a corporate event, like we just had in Orlando, or what's going to be Activate 2022 in June out in Utah, and not join the business, and not only join the business, but with enthusiasm and excitement and hit the track running. I don't know if Quita is on here tonight, but I can tell you, Jim had just enrolled Quita into the business. And I mean, within a couple of weeks, had just enrolled her, and we had our global event in October in Utah. And it wasn't an easy thing to do, but he got her to attend. And she's never slowed down since. Okay, she's just been doing the right behavior, and she's a Pro 2 now, going on Pro 3, and just moving right along. Okay, and it's an example of what happens when somebody spends a couple days around the right people, gets the right training, the right information, and then goes back home and applies it. Okay, it's just the way it's supposed to work. So since we have so much notice and we have 2 months before the event takes place, let's all challenge ourselves that whatever it is that we got going on now, let's add at least 1 or 2 more people that we're bringing with us. See, we don't earn money off of each other being there because we're all already in. Okay, you want to be able to watch the event through the eyes of your guest, and you will get 10 times more excited about the event when you have a guest there. Okay, and enthusiasm and excitement sell, folks. Okay, I mean, it sells big time. And when you watch it through the eyes of a person that you have there, then you go home all jacked up and excited too, and your personal productivity increases. So you've heard me talking a lot about you need to start talking business, and you need to start talking money, and we need to start, sharing the opportunity for business and money that goes with these great products. And one thing I wanted to mention to you, you always want a fallback position in any negotiation, whatever you're doing. Okay, and I'm not saying our business is a negotiation, but sometimes when we're dealing with a prospect, okay, this is sales and marketing we are in, you want to still be able to have a win, even if it's not exactly what you were hoping for that moment. You still want to end up with a win. So let me tell you how you end up with a win. You talk business with somebody, you talk money with somebody, You let them know there's great products involved, but you talk business, and you start when you're explaining the options available, you talk elite package. Okay, $9.99, that's the starting spot. So if that person is not ready to do elite, you can still sell them a premier pack for $2.95. Okay, and if that person is not ready to start a business, you can still say, let's get you on the product. You'll experience how fantastic these products are, and we'll revisit the discussion on business a month or two down the road. So you got two other options besides the elite option, which should be your first option, okay? Now here's the flip side. If you start and only have a conversation about product, and they're not ready to buy the product or order the product, it's over. You have no fallback position, okay? You don't have that backup or that third or fourth option. You don't have it, okay? So you could even add another option in there, from a lead package of $9.99 to Premier Pack for $2.99 to Try Synergizer, okay, which is the 3 Pro Tandems, which should be everybody's first option, okay, everybody. The Vitality Stack with an AD, the Try Synergizer, and maybe adding on Axio, okay, that should be the first product option that you share with anybody. And then if you really need a last resort fallback position, then you got your Nerf 2, the Pro Tandem NRF2, okay, you have that. But leave yourself options when you start at the bargain basement level and they say no. It's, where do you go? You have no fallback position, okay? So if you'll start doing that, we will continuously see distributor rates go up, okay, which means your earnings go up because you get 40% of the first order. If it's a Try Synergizer, you make more than you do on a bottle of Pro Tandem Nerf 2. If it's an Elite, you make more than a Premier. If it's a Premier Pack, you make more than a Try Synergizer, okay? And here's something I haven't shared with you in a while, but this business is very much monkey see, monkey do. And here's what I mean by that. See, I just went through about 5 options with you. Elite Pack, Premier Pack, okay, Try Synergizer, Nerf 2. Okay, so let's just say 4 different options, okay? When you're talking to someone about the business, or for that matter, you're talking to somebody about the product, do you know what they normally say first? You have any idea what their first comment is? Generally, it's, I see there's some options here. What did you do when you started? What did you first use? What level did you start? And there's a tendency that they do the monkey see, monkey do. They do what you did. So I always advise people to do what you would like others to do. Okay, so when they ask that question, you just say it. You don't even have to think about it, okay? April and I say it all the time. When we saw the options, we did Elite Packs. Matter of fact, we did 2 of them. A husband and a wife, we did 2, okay? And, so just keep that in mind, folks, okay? Because we got 2 weeks left in the month. We've all been having conversations with people along the way, but let's make sure we leave ourselves some options so that a no doesn't end up a no. If they say no to a higher package, we still get them on a lower one, or at least on product. And that's the big difference between the people in this business that start having a business conversation and then they end up with a customer, versus people that have a product conversation and get rejected and they end up with nothing. That's the single biggest reason, okay? So we were taught and mentored in our career that we always share and mention both product and opportunity, but you start with opportunity. And, that's just how we were trained. Now, a couple other things I want to mention. I would like you to please give some serious thought to who you might know and who you do know and who you have contact with in Colorado, in particular, the Denver area. The company just asked me in April to do the LifeVantage Academy in Denver next month. Okay, in May, it'll be the third weekend. I think it's the 21st. So April and I will be out in Denver on Friday and Saturday. And we'd love nothing more than to meet your guests, your friends, whoever it might be. There's a big group out there. They normally have, 100, 150 people attend. And April and I will be the presenters out there. So we would love to have a team of our own in the room. So would you give some thought to who you know in Colorado Springs, in Boulder, but in particular in the Denver area? And I can tell you the hotel that we're at is only 5 or 10 minutes from the Denver airport. So I know there's shuttle service and stuff that goes back and forth, but please give some thought to that, because I know we are, and we're going back to everybody we knew in our old company and everything, because of all the places in the world that we visited and all the cities that we've done presentations. Do you know we have never done a presentation in Denver in the 30 years we've been in the business? The most I ever did in Denver was switch planes to go somewhere else, heading from the East Coast. So we're looking forward to being there, but give some thought to it, because, it would be nice to have some teammates, even if they're customers now and they're open to looking at the business, we don't mind sitting there and talking to them a little bit, inviting them out to lunch or having a glass of wine with them the night before or something. We'd be happy to do that. So, give some thought to that. And then last but not least, keep in mind, we have all the promotions going on for the next 2 weeks through the end of the month. Okay. So we have those MVP bonuses, which means if you have 3 distributors with 200 points, okay, they're doubling the bonuses. So they say $100, but it's a $200 bonus. If you repeat customers, order 500 points, your customers from last month order 500 points this month. That's a $200 bonus. That's the MVP seller bonus that's available. There's a lot of trip points for Croatia. April and I are getting close now. I think we're 14 or 15 points away. So we're getting close to that. What else? And then the promotion that April and I are doing, where, if you get 3 distributors signed up this month, where you're getting free tickets to future events. Okay. And I'm not getting, I've already texted out the details to that, and you have it on your phone already, but, free tickets for the LVA virtuals, free tickets to Activate 2022 in June, and free ticket to Phoenix, the global convention in October. All of that is on the table. Okay. And if you've already bought tickets, then you'll get a ticket that you haven't bought. Okay. So either way, you will be a winner if you sponsor 3 distributors. Okay. And have a minimum of 500 points. So that means 2 of the 3 got to be premier. If somebody gets 3 distributors and one of them is elite, okay, then you get a global ticket. Okay. So anyway, keep that in mind. But more importantly, let's get busy these last 2 weeks. I know, like I said, we had a religious holiday for 3 days this past weekend, and maybe that gave us a chance to be around people, but let's turn put the pedal to the metal and turn up the heat a little bit for the last 2 weeks. We are at 90. Last time I looked, it was 94 enrollments. So either tonight or tomorrow we'll hit 100. That I will post that. That will be the fastest that the team has enrolled 100 people since I've been counting those things. So, hopefully overall it'll be a record month with enrollments over the next 2 weeks. But if you have any questions, is anything you need, we do have one more launch Zoom coming up, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday on the 27th. So let's just do all we can do. get distributors started between now and then so they can use the launch and invite people on themselves. And let's just finish the month strong, okay? And carry that momentum into May so we can carry that momentum into Activate in June, okay? And that's the key to the business, keeping momentum rolling. So anyway, have a great evening, everyone. If there's anything you need, you know how to reach us, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.